Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am your maestro or your teacher for today's lesson. So a little introduction of me. I am Justin Ivan A. Visayan and my course is Bachelor of Science in Information System. Let's go! So our lesson for today is probability theory. So, alam niyo ba ang probability theory? At ngayon nyo lang ba narinig ito? So, i-discuss natin to guys. So, ano nga ba ang probability theory? Ano ba ang probability theory? Or in English, what is probability theory? So, ano nga ba ang probability theory? So, based on my research, probability theory is a part of math that looks at how likely things are to happen. It helps us put a number on our uncertainty, like how chance a coin will land on heads or it will rain tomorrow. These numbers, called probabilities, go from 0, something that can't happen, to 1, something that definitely will happen. And it gives us rules to figure out these chances and understands patterns in things that seem random. And it's used in a lot of areas from weather forecasts to playing games. So, in summary, probability theory is like a prediction. Parang sa news, di ba? Pag nakikita kayo ng weather forecast sa GMA or ABS-CBN, meron silang sinasabi na ngayon ay ulan or bukas aaraw or kinabukasan naman babagyo, di ba? Parang ganon ang probability theory. And next, who is the founder of probability theory? Meron ba or wala? So, based on my research, there isn't a single founder of probability theory, but two key figures are widely credited with laying its mathematical foundation. As you can see in the picture, this is Pierre de Fermat and Blaise Pascal. Pierre de Fermat is a French lawyer and mathematician. And on the other hand, Blaise Pascal is a French mathematician and philosopher. In 1654, they exchanged a series of letters discussing gambling problems like how to split stakes fairly if a game is interrupted. This correspondence is considered the birth of probability theory as a formal mathematical discipline. But before them, Italian mathematician Girolamo Cardano wrote about probability in 1550s, but his work wasn't published until 1663 and had little impact at the time. So many years later, in 1933, Soviet mathematician Andrei Kolmogorov formalized the theory with a set of axioms, becoming the founder of modern probability. So this is what happened, and the founder of the theory of probability is so many guys. That's all. And now, let's discuss the three kinds of probability theory. You can see the number 1, classical probability. Number 2, empirical or experimental probability. And last but not the least, subjective probability. So first, what is classical probability? Classical probability used when all outcomes are equally likely. In an IS course or information system course, this might come up when calculating the chance of picking a specific random password from a set of all possible 8-character alphanumeric passwords where every combination has the same odds. In real life, it's how IT teams estimate the probability of a random server failure in a cluster where all servers are identical and equally likely to go down. And it's all about classical probability. And next, and the second one, what is empirical or experimental probability? Based on actual data from tests or observations in an IS course, you might analyze past network outage data. If a company's internet went down 12 times in the last 365 days, the empirical probability of an outage on any given day is a 12 out of 365. In real life, this is how social media platforms calculate the chance a user will click on an ad by counting how many times users click it in thousands of past impressions. Let's go. And again, last but not the least, what is subjective probability? Based on personal judgment or knowledge in an IS course, this could be a student guessing the chance their group's database project will work on the first run, based on how well they tested the code. In real life, it is how IT managers estimate the probability of a cyber attack on their company, using their experience with industry threats and their team's security measures, since there's no way to run a direct attack experiment on their own system. And that's all about the three kinds of probability theory. So that's all, everyone. Thank you for listening and watching my video. I hope you have learned a lot from me. Goodbye. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Goodbye.